Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is the video I wanted you guys to see. So we're gonna go through turning on and setting up the SL10 lathe. I know it's kind of loud in here. I have a big fan keeping my machine cool because we don't have AC in this building. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna hit the master power on switch. All right, that brings the power from the machine, from the control box to the machine. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna come down here. You're gonna verify that you have air. And then you're going to come and you're going to give the hydraulic pump 2 pumps to bring the hydraulic pressure up. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to come around and you're going to hit power on. And that actually starts the machine. Then you'll see the machine starts up. My machine is really dirty. We run it all the time. And so now the machine is going to go through the BIOS, the operating system, and turn itself on. To pull the emergency stop, we're going to cycle the door, we're going to hit reset and power up restart, and that'll start the machine back up. And reset the machine back to 0. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make the part that we made the other day. This is the same part that we made the other day. Hang on. This is the same part that we made the other day that we drew. So we're going to go ahead and make it. As you see, I have the tools set up. I have the facing tool. I have the profile finishing tool, the grooving tool, and then our 2 drills on the back side. We're using what are called indexable drills. And the reason we use those drills versus a standard drill to an indexable, with the indexable, this drill only drills in one way and it'll drill back out. This one you can actually drill, and it has this flat face on this side. You can actually use it to drill the part, come back up, and then it'll also bore the part to the nominal diameter that you want it to be. So you can use one drill, and what you do is you end up saving yourself a lot of space. Because with the indexable drill, with the regular drill, you'd have to have the drill holder to collet. Then you would have to have another drill to step up to it, and then the Jacobs holder, and it's just a lot of parts you don't need. You can just save yourself a lot of space. So instead of having 5 different drills on the back of this machine, making it more dangerous, we went and just have 2 drills that do everything. So one drill actually drills out the 1/2-inch center hole right there. It drills it out, comes back, and it bores it. And then the other one comes in and actually drills the 1-inch hole in the middle, comes out and bores it to 1 in 190,000. And you see how nice of a finish it leaves on the inside. So we have our part in here. If you can see, the machine has been crashed into these chucks multiple times. I don't even know who did this one, but it wasn't me. This one was definitely me right here, and I don't know who did that one. So I have to go in here and resurface all of these, but it still works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the first tool up and make sure that the tool is already set. We already did the offset. On the next class, I'm going to go through actually doing the offsets again. Or I can do the offsets this time. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the first tool down. We're going to hit MDI, DNC, turn forward. Then we're going to hit MDI, DNC, we're going to hit hand jog, and we're going to bring that tool forward on the Z axis. Once we bring it forward on the Z axis, we're going to bring it down to the X axis. And then do the offset. We go up here, that's going to be our offset. To set your offset, at that point you would hit Z face measure, and then the offset would change. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit X, and you're going to bring X up, and Z it over, and then you're going to X down. Once you feel it grab the paper, then you're going to hit X diameter measure right here. Once you hit X diameter measure, it's going to ask you to enter the diameter of the part. Here you would actually type in 1.50, which is the diameter of this part, and then hit right enter. And after that, you make sure you Z out, Z the machine back, and then you can hit next tool. And that brings up your next tool. Alright, so you're going to do that for every single tool. You're going to set the offset for every single tool that you have here. If you don't set the offset for the tool, then the machine's not going to know what the tool lengths are, and you're going to end up having a crash. That's for your side-facing tools, the tools that are facing, that are on the X-axis. For Z-axis tools, what you're going to do, you're going to bring it all the way back because they stick out so far. Then you're going to go next tool, next tool, next tool, next tool, and then you're going to Z it over and then bring it down and get it. You get your paper in there. Once you feel it grab your paper, then you're going to hit Z face measure. Now, with drills, you want to drill on the center line of the tool, on the center line of this chuck or of the axis bore. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit F2. F2, if you see it right here, it says F2 for offset the center line. F2 will offset that drill. It doesn't matter if it's there or if it's way up there like that. It's still going to offset for the center line. All right, it supersedes any other offset that's in there. And that's how you index all your tools. So now we're going to bring it back. And then put it back to its safe distance. Now, one of the things that you guys need to understand and you need to learn, when you have a tool, I'm going to set it up here. Okay, when you have a tool let's say this was actually cutting inside the bar, so this tool would actually be in the hole here, like this. It's sitting in there like that. If you send that tool home from this position, if you hit reset, power up, restart, it's going to send that tool home from this position, straight back, and straight up, and straight back. So what's going to end up happening, it's going to end up shearing your part off, and it's going to end up shearing your tool. So you just destroyed a $2,000 indexing drill. If you need to make an adjustment on the drill, you need to go ahead and hit feed, hold, stop, reset. Okay, once you hit reset, then you're going to go to MDI, hand jog, and you're going to hand jog it back on Z to get the tool out of its position. All right, if you do not hit power up restart, and I'm going to show you why. Camera right there. If you hit power up restart at 100%, that's exactly what it does. That fast. Right? It will launch that tool right out. It'll rip that tool right out of there and end up ruining your part. All right. So once we have all our offsets in, then what we do is we go ahead and go hit memory, settings, grab twice, and we're going to run the part in the simulation. You hit cycle start, and it's going to sit there and run the part, and there it is, done. So once we have successfully run the part and we have no alarms, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit option stop, 5% rapid. Whenever you're running a new part, you're going to run it at a 5% rapid. And the reason being is at 5% rapid, it gives you enough time to stop the machine before you have a catastrophic crash. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cycle start, and then it's going to index the tool, and the tool is going to come down at a nice slow speed. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to face the part. And then the tool is going to retract, it's going to come back, It's going to rotate to the next tool, and it should stop. And it should stop to let you know that it is at the option stop block. Oh, that one doesn't have an option stop block. I'll have to put it in there. See, there's no space there, and that's why it didn't do an option stop. I'm going to go ahead and cut the profile. I know it's kind of hard to see,